The Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 is a stylish and functional wearable that builds on its predecessor's success. It offers a larger screen, a faster processor, and improved health tracking compared to last year's model. In this video, I will be covering the performance, the battery life, what I like and dislike about the watch, and making some quick comparisons with the Pixel Watch after using it for 2 months. The Galaxy Watch 6 is running the latest Wear OS 4.0 and the watch is compatible with both Android and iOS smartphones. Setting this up is seamless when pairing it up to your Samsung device, but it's also very simple to set up with any other Android device. Now, you will need to download the Samsung Wearable app and some plugins to get the full Galaxy Watch experience. I have mine paired up with the Pixel 7 Pro and I have not encountered any issues with it. The watch is using Bluetooth 5.3, which is the latest Bluetooth version, and this uses up less battery while providing a more secure and strong connection. This brings me to one of the things that I like about this watch. You can have this watch be all up on your face when it disconnects from your phone to prevent you from leaving your phone behind. There's also the option of a subtle sound and vibration, but I prefer the one that keeps on ringing and shows an animation on the screen until I dismiss it. Samsung continues to excel in the design department. The watch not only looks premium, but it also feels like a quality watch with a stainless steel case. My wife doesn't really like the look of it because of how much the lug sticks out. She prefers the design of the Pixel Watch where the watch band sits flush with the case of the watch. I personally think both designs look good. Now, something that I miss coming from the Pixel Watch is the rotating crown. It's very useful when you need to navigate through the menu with wet hands. The Galaxy Watch 6 does offer a different way to navigate through the interface with the use of a touch bezel. So I slapped on a tempered glass on this and the touch has been very responsive, but the touch bezel doesn't always register my touch. So if you're thinking of getting a tempered glass for yours, I would recommend it, but you may also encounter a sensitivity issue with the touch bezel. I also put a case on mine to protect the metal casing from getting scuffed, since I tend to bump my arms on things when I'm working. The cases that I got look great and it also helps change up the look of my watch. The watch feels solid yet comfortable on the wrist, making it suitable for both formal and casual occasions. The watch looks thick. It has a height of 9mm but is slightly thinner than the Pixel Watch that measures at 12.3mm. Samsung offers this in 2 sizes, the 44mm and 40mm. This is the 40mm and it looks plenty big. So I don't have a very large wrist, and the circumference of my wrist measures at 7.4 inches and the 40mm one feels like an okay size with the large display. I would say go with the 44mm one instead if you have a wrist that is larger than 7 inches. This weighs in at just 29 grams, so it's lightweight, and in terms of comfort, I found the watch band to be very comfortable. This is the small/medium band size on my wrist and it closes on the last 4 holes. The buttons on this are customizable, but the bottom one only has a short press customization option. This can only be set to go to the previous screen or to show recent apps. I found that having it set to show recent apps more useful since I can swipe right on the watch face to go back. If you press and hold, it launches the Samsung Wallet. The top button gives you an option to customize the double press to launch a specific app. I have mine set to switch between the 2 most recent apps. If you press and hold, it launches Bixby, but you can change it to Google Assistant, and that is what I have mine set to. Google Assistant has been very snappy on this watch. You can also use the hot word to launch it hands-free, making it even faster and more convenient. There is also a quick launch gesture where you bend your wrist down and up twice to launch an app, which is helpful if your other hand is busy, but it didn't work well for me. Out of the 20 times that I tried it, it only worked 12 times. Now, taking a look at the display, it received a slight upgrade from last year's model. The Super AMOLED display is vibrant and pleasing to look at. The bezels are 30% thinner, allowing for a bigger display. It now sports a 1.3-inch display, and since the screen is larger, the fonts and designs are also larger, making it super easy to see at a glance. Replying to text on the watch felt surprisingly easy. I made fewer mistakes when typing than I did on the Pixel Watch. I still prefer the voice-to-text method, and this has been my primary way of replying from the watch. This has been pretty accurate and reliable. I also like that you can use the touch bezel to scroll through your text to change any letters. But it's a little finicky in here though. It's a hit or miss. I struggle to get it to work and I just end up typing some random characters and sending the message. A workaround this is to only use the top part of the touch bezel, and this seems to work fine. Now, an issue that I've been running into with this is that when I'm scrolling through my text, I accidentally trigger the touch bezel and it moves my placement. It's a little annoying and I'm curious to know if this is a me thing or if you also experience this. Before we jump into our next bit, let's give a quick shout out to our friends at Newegg for sponsoring this segment. Newegg is an online tech wizard who's got it all: laptops, monitors, smart home products, PC parts, and more. Right now, they are rolling out the FantasTech 2 sale, and it's kind of a big deal. This event is not just any sale, it's their second largest sale of the year, and it's all happening from October 9th to the 13th. By snagging these epic deals, you can conquer your holiday shopping list way ahead of schedule. Say goodbye to the holiday shopping anxiety. You'll be relaxing while everyone else scrambles. Newegg has your back when it comes to tech shopping. If you're stuck on what laptop to buy or what PC parts to pick, they got some handy tools. The Laptop Finder asks a few questions to help you find the perfect laptop based on your needs. And if building your first PC sounds like a daunting task, relax. Newegg's PC part picker is like your trusty sidekick, making sure all your components are compatible. Newegg has also launched a GPU trade-in program that lets you trade in your old GPU for a brand spanking new one, and score even bigger savings on these already discounted goodies. Now let's get back to the video. One of the best things about this watch is that it features an incredibly bright display. It has a brightness of 2000 nits. You definitely won't have trouble seeing this in any lighting condition. Samsung offers a wide range of customizable watch faces that take up the entire display, and you can fill it up with lots of fitness information. I really like that the always on display toggle is on the quick panel. This is something that the Pixel Watch is missing and needs. I also like that the theater mode on this gives you the option to have it turn off automatically after a set amount of time. This way you don't have to worry about manually turning it off when the movie is over. Now, an awesome thing about this watch is that you can watch YouTube videos right from the watch. I wouldn't recommend using this for long videos, but for reals this is perfect. The watch has been incredibly snappy and I haven't encountered any lag, making the experience very enjoyable. Now if your watch does start to feel sluggish, you can clean up some memory right from the watch under the battery and device care. You can free up the memory by tapping on clean now, and this will stop all the background apps that are hogging up your memory. Now taking a quick look at fitness, the automatic fitness tracking has been working great. If you're walking or working out for 10 minutes, it will activate it and it will also stop once you start resting. It has been working well and it has been very handy. It keeps you from forgetting to start your walking sessions or workout activity if you like to keep track of it. The GPS on this has been very accurate, and if you want a map of your walk, you will need to enable the automatic route tracking on the watch. This will be under health and under the activity to detect. You can use this for walking, running, and cycling. For walking and running, it gives you the option of an approximate or precise location. Now keep in mind that the GPS will use up more battery. So I have been sleeping with the watch to record my sleep and it has been very comfortable. You can view a condensed version of your sleep score right from the watch that tells you the quality of sleep that you got. You can either manually enable the bedtime mode or set a schedule for it to automatically turn on and off. This will disable notification sounds and vibrations as well as keep your screen off to help you sleep in peace. The speakers on this are plenty loud for notifications, and I have my volume set to 60%. I miss the days when you can listen to music straight from the watch speakers from any music streaming service, but now you need to connect the watch to Bluetooth headphones to listen to your music from the watch. The only way you can use the speakers on the watch is if you download the music to your watch. The good thing is that it has 16GB of storage, which is a good amount to store most of your favorite songs and pictures. The call quality on the watch has been really good. I made a few calls with this and the person on the other side can hear me loud and clear, and I can also hear them clearly. Okay, so I switched over to the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6, and how does the audio quality sound to you? Is there any echo or static noise or anything like that? Am I loud enough?
Nope. Yeah, you're loud enough. There's no echo like with some of the other watches. It sounds actually really good. It sounds like if you're just talking from the phone.
Alright, that's good to know. This has a 300 mAh battery, and this is a decent size for a smartwatch. The battery life can vary depending on usage, but the Galaxy Watch 6 generally offers close to a day and a half of usage on a single charge. While this isn't industry leading, it's respectable given the feature set and display quality. The watch supports wireless charging, which is convenient for topping up the battery. The 10-watt fast wireless charger will charge the battery to 45% in 30 minutes, which is very handy if you forget to charge your watch and you need to go out in the next 30 minutes. Now, something to keep in mind is that the watch will only charge on the back of the Samsung Galaxy through reverse wireless charging, but it's not compatible with the reverse wireless charging on the Pixel lineup. I have personally been getting a consistent 29 hours of battery life with the always on display, continuous heart rate tracking, and sleep tracking. With the always on display and changing the heart rate monitoring to every 10 minutes, I get roughly 32 hours of battery life. Now, when I disabled the always on display and kept the heart rate monitoring to every 10 minutes, I got about 36 hours of battery life. The neat thing is that this watch can last up to 12 days if you enable the watch only mode. This will only tell you the time when you press the home button. This is great if going out camping or on any trip where you don't want to worry about charging your watch. So the Galaxy Watch 6 goes for $299, which is $50 cheaper than the Pixel Watch when it first came out, and this has a bigger display and a longer battery life. Now, I do plan on picking up the second generation of the Pixel Watch, so make sure you subscribe to be notified when that video drops. Alright, so that is it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to drop a like if you found the video helpful and subscribe for more tech related videos, and I'll talk to you on the next one.